All right, everybody, we have a problem. And that problem? Child abuse. Yep, not a fun topic to discuss, but it needs to be addressed. Nationally, an average of 1 in 4 girls and 1 in 6 boys will be sexually abused. Yeah, not pretty. So why then would a group of high school students spend their time talking about such a horrible problem? The answer? To make a difference.
The Up2UsNow youth media project started as a priority of the Douglas County Child Abuse Prevention Coalition. We knew we wanted to do a community awareness project, and we thought that by utilizing the voice of youth that they would be able to bring a creativity and a freshness to that we wouldn't be able to get really any other way.
The goal of the Up2UsNow media project is to raise the awareness in the community surrounding child abuse prevention by using peer-to-peer messaging. The project revolves around mentoring youth throughout 4 workshops over the course of several months.
The purpose of the workshops were to mentor the youth in 2 ways. First, they were mentored in technical aspects of creating a message for social media. The second way they were mentored was in the areas of child abuse and child abuse prevention to raise their awareness and give them really a story to tell. So they brought those 2 pieces together, or used the skills that they learned, the technical skills, and used the information they learned to create some really dynamic messages.
So the idea was to have these workshops, and in between the workshops we would assign the kids these projects. And the projects would sort of combine, what they were learning about abuse prevention, what they were learning about video production, and these projects would actually end up being their peer-to-peer messages.
In addition to projects, the participants also recorded video logs. These video logs documented what each individual felt they learned during the workshops, as well as their thoughts and feelings on the subject of child abuse prevention. These video logs were then posted to YouTube, Facebook, and the Up2UsNow Media Project's webpage.
So in that first workshop we concentrated on oppression and media messaging, and just some of the messages we get every day through television, magazines, and from peers, and where messages come from.
The first workshop really just gave kind of like a high-level overview of what we were trying to accomplish. And I think these kids were really excited by that time to really get in there and create these messages.
I'm really looking forward to the whole aspect of using your creative abilities to kind of have a whole purpose behind it.
It is hard to realize that there are kids in our community who are struggling from abuse, neglect, emotional, physical abuse. For me, I'm still trying to settle it all in.
In this project, I want to learn how to do videography better, editing, and the cinematography part of it, and I'd like to learn about the other stuff too.
I'm really glad that I chose to take part in this project because it seems like it's going to be really cool. I don't know, just the idea, the people who are on it seem really cool, and that we might actually get to do this and help, get it out and make a change in the community.
So the second workshop we concentrated, we focused in more on the actual problem and some of the statistics. So that was a little bit of a heavier workshop, as well as locally what we are doing already with prevention.
That next project was to be interviews with agencies in the community that deal with abuse prevention. So we really wanted to just kind of narrow the focus on all the things we could have talked about that would just get them through this video interview. So we talked about how to set up a camera, how to set up a tripod, basic 3-point lighting, B-roll, how to conduct a video interview.
I've pretty much walked my path in life. I can't walk theirs. Now I can help them open a couple of gates or maybe give them a boost over a fence, but the path they have to walk through their life is for them to walk in a way that they choose.
With the help of his dedicated staff, Dr. Harry Mullins coordinates Douglas County's Youth Outreach Center, which benefits young adults ages 12 through 20.
2003.
My name is Vanessa Becker, and I'm the Executive Director here at Battered Persons Advocacy. Well, the agency has been around since 1978, and our focus is to provide services and support for victims and survivors of domestic violence, sexual assault, and stalking. But we also provide other services. We have a shelter facility, we have children's groups, we have sexual assault and rape response team that responds to sexual assaults that happen.
Today, I really like that we actually got to get in there and do some filming and stuff and kind of first-hand experience some of the techniques and stuff we're going to be doing.
Yeah, I liked all learning about the new filming techniques and how we're going to use them, and all the statistics we learned on the child abuse and how we are helping prevent it.
Yeah, that was interesting too. Actually, getting some of the actual numbers and stuff down on the child abuse was kind of put it all into perspective a little bit.
I learned a lot about the different kinds of abuse. There was actually a couple more that I hadn't heard of, so that was very interesting. And what I'm looking forward to next would probably have to be just, well, about this project anyway, just be the experience I'm going to get. This is going to be a very good experience for me, so that's going to be real fun.
I like today's workshop because it really helped me to look at what we're trying to do and some of the things that we're going to do to get the message out there about child abuse and preventing it.
I really liked today's workshop. I learned a lot of new things about like video production and more information about like abuse. Got lots of statistics from Andy.
The next project am I looking forward to? Well, I'm working individually. So seeing as I'm going to have to conduct the interview and manage the camera and ask the questions all at the same time, that's going to be something that's going to be really hard, but I'm looking forward to the challenge. What I'm looking forward to is being able to actually talk to community members about what they do to help our community in child abuse prevention and any other abuse prevention throughout our area.
The third workshop, we concentrated on what has already been done, some effective prevention methods. So we saw some public service announcements locally, and we critiqued them and dissected them.
The next workshop was all about mood, or trying to make your audience feel a certain way, and more specifically using music to make your audience feel a certain way and create mood. And then we actually gave them a piece of production music and told them that they had to create the visuals to go along with this piece of music. And some music was happy, some music was sad, but it was their job to create a peer-to-peer message about child abuse prevention that went along with that music.
Today's workshop was really cool. I learned about music and how to like incorporate it into videos, which is something that's kind of worried me a bit about making videos, because I know it's really important, but it always seemed like it would be distracting and I could never incorporate it in properly. Hopefully I can take this new info away and this new project that we've just gotten to make a video based around a random piece of music we were given to kind of overcome that problem and be able to really learn how to do it properly and convey emotions in your audience properly like you're supposed to.
Today's workshop was fun because the music aspect is something I really enjoy, and so it's nice to know some new techniques and like how to incorporate music and sounds and what not to do. Learn some things I've been doing wrong in the past, but can fix that pretty easily. I also learned a lot about the things that are going on within the community in order to try to prevent child abuse and eliminate the problems that are going on with CASA and the Child Abuse Awareness Month and stuff, which is really neat.
Some of the ways that people who are seeing the Up to Us Media project and wondering how they can help or what's going on, a couple ways to do that is to like our Facebook page, view our videos on YouTube, tell your friends about it, and then become involved in your community.
For the final workshop, the participants were given instruction regarding targeting their message to a particular audience.
We talked about storyboards a little bit, we talked about pre-production, and then for this project, we gave them sort of a broad topic, and then we gave them a very narrow group of people that they had to tailor their message towards.
That's wonderful. Let's go watch a movie. Come on.
Growing up was really hard. I mean, I really just wanted to tell someone. I was really scared. I wish someone could have saved me. Someone could have helped me get away.
Today was our last workshop, and we went over the past projects we had worked on, and we had a lady come in and she told us some more statistics about the effects that child abuse has on future health concerns and future problems that you may have in your parenting world if you choose to have children in the future after a child abuse lifestyle. And we also went over some of the different ways that we can work as a community to help better the involvement in the child abuse awareness.
Overall, for Up to Us, I've really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Learned a lot about video making, and have a friend who's actually into it and get to talk to them, and they're like, "Oh wow, you learned all these things." They wanted me to help them with making some of their videos that they have plans for, which is pretty cool.
I see a program like this being very effective. There's just something about the youth spreading their messages that make people listen.
And it was just really great to see these kids, some of which who had never picked up a camera before, or had no experience or no idea about child abuse prevention, go out there and create these messages, share it with their friends, and try to make a difference.
I think one of the greatest outcomes of this project is that the youth really learned how to use their power, their creativity, and their energy for good.
My final thoughts on this media project being Up to Us is a great workshop that I believe any child interested in media or social services should go through to help benefit their future.
For more information on the Up2UsNow media project, visit us at www.up2usnow.org.